Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. So we are doing something that we haven't done before. We're making an entire tier list of all 102 heroes in AFK journey. Is including Solis as well because we have tested her on Pioneer server as well. And obviously this is also going to be somewhat subjective because ranking, every single hero into the different tiers, I tried to base it off of overall usage and utility across the entire game. However, of course, I may be prioritizing some game modes more than others. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So in the S tier, we do have the twins, because I still think the twins are the face of AFK Journey. In Dream Realm, basically almost every boss is going to be utilizing them, and you can even use them in AFK stages. They're still the #1 Celestial Hypogean to fully build up for new players, so they're very important. Galahad is now the queen of Endless Dream Realm, and because Endless Dream Realm lasts longer than pre-Endless, I put it even before Shmira, because in almost every single boss, top team is going to be using Galahad. She's a really must-build hero. Shmira also is really strong. I still am a huge fan of Shmira, and it's crazy that Shmira's been out for probably over a year now, and she's still incredibly meta. For pre-Endless Dream Realm, she is the queen. She also has various usage in Primal Lords and other boss content. And also she's really good in PvP. So overall, just really solid hero. Rainier still is important for pre-Endless Dream Realm. That's why we have him here. Valar is a beast for AFK stages as well as Dream Realm. Very strong hero. Smokey also major beast right now. Big attack buff and haste buff to allies. Great synergy with Gala. And also high damage for Endless Dream Realm. Mihira also, I have put Mihira, Alicent, Baelran, I put them all close together. But the reason I put Mihira first is because she has usage in AFK stages, on almost every AFK stage, and also usage in Dream Realm. And I think overall Mihira is just one of the most solid heroes in the game. Which is crazy, because after, some of our initial testing of Mihira, it didn't seem like she was going to be this dominant, but she is a complete beast, and one of the most needed heroes, but she does work at one copy for AFK stages for a while. Alicent for Dream Realm, she still is the queen until she is dethroned. As of right now, she still is the #1 damage dealer for Endless Dream Realm, out of the Celestial Hypogeans. And Baelran, he has usage in Dream Realm and also AFK stages, and he's a king of AFK stages. You need to have a built-up Baelran if you want to push meaningfully in AFK stages. Pandora is a beast for Endless Dream Realm boss. Obviously Ravage Realm as well, Primal Lords and things like that. And then she is also really good in PvP. Faramore is a beast for AFK stages, and he has quite a lot of Dream Realm applications. So Faramore, you may be doubting, does the dog deserve, or the wolf deserve to be up here in S tier? I think he does, because overall he is a must-needed hero for AFK stages, for some Dream Realm you're gonna see, and yeah, PvP not really, but yeah, I think overall he has enough utility to be in S tier. Hugin as well. Hugin has Dream Realm usage throughout the season, and also he has great AFK stage usage and is very needed. So Hugin also, I have to say, is an S tier hero, and he's also good in PvP. Saida is the queen of AFK stages, the best Celestial Hypogean for AFK stages, but that's based, and also she's really good in PvP, so that's why she's in S tier. And Alna as well, I put in S tier, because Alna is an absolute game changer in PvP, and also she's really good for AFK stages. From the testing which has been done so far on Pioneer server, obviously she is a new hero. We don't have full information about her yet. However, we're going to see in the upcoming season how she is going to make our life easier in AFK stage pushing, specifically if you have her paired with Saida, to almost guaranteed Saida gets off her 3 ultimates. And Theodore also, Theodore a beast for AFK stages and a beast for PvP. He is a really game-changing hero for both modes, but mainly I put him here due to his AFK stage usage. You cannot do AFK stage pushing without Theodore, and really you want to get him to +10 exclusive equipment quickly. So those are all I have for the S tier, because I really tried to be critical and only put the best of the best heroes up here. It is arguable, of course, maybe some A heroes do belong in the S tier, but overall, I think we do have a good set right here. Now, for the A tier, we have obviously a mix of PvP heroes, Dream Realm heroes, AFK stage heroes. Maybe they don't shine in all game modes, but they really shine in one specific game mode. So those are Dunlinger and Athalia. They're both really good PvP heroes. However, they don't really have much usage outside of that, and that is why, obviously, Alna is in S tier, but these two are not. Yeah, so Ravion, he's really good in PvP. Dream Realm, he's basically been power crept out of the meta, unfortunately. He will have some usage, but more niche. And so even though he's a really good hero and amazing in PvP, I still had to put him in the A tier. Siren, Lily May, Marcel, basically all all PvP powerhouses. They're both, all three are really, really strong. However, they don't have usage outside of PvP, so that is why they are confined to A tier. Kallen is very good in PvP, especially with the Supreme Plus skill upgrade. He can have some usage in AFK stages, but it's very on the niche side, and until there's more usage, I can't put him above A. And then Krynaya, great hyper carry, shutting down Saida, Thalia's on the enemy team. Very strong hero, very good. Damon is good overall. He has niche Dream Realm usage, not quite enough Dream Realm usage that I warranted putting him in S tier. He's also good in PvP. He's a solid all-around hero, definitely, but I think not quite enough for S tier. Aurora also, the reason I'm putting her in A tier, she has some AFK stage use, obviously though not necessarily the most meta, like must have. She also has, she's must have for the Dream Realm boss Doom Scourge, and obviously this is only one Dream Realm boss. Apart from that, Aurora isn't great. However, if any summoners become like strong summoners are released in the future, you have to run Aurora with them. Aurora is the queen of summoners. She's the best buffer for summoners. And so whenever we do get that powerful summoning hero, Aurora is going to be like skyrocketed in the meta. We have Ludovic. He is kind of power crept now. Galahad is outperforming him in all Dream Realm bosses, so that's why we have Ludovic down a bit low. But it's still overall good for PvP, Ravage Realm, and maybe some niche Dream Realm usage. For Esther Harak, they're almost extinct from Dream Realm, but they have Ravage Realm use. Yeah, I mean, it's arguable whether you even want to put them. I had to put them in A tier. It's just questionable where you would want to put them. Kulu for AFK stages. She works at one copy, but she is needed to be Supreme Plus for some stages, and that's why we put her here. And pretty good in PvP. Iron Almas. Iron is still strong. I didn't put Iron in S tier because this is a bit of a tough call actually. Maybe Iron is deserving of S tier, but the reason basically I kept him to A tier is Iron and Almas, their only role is AFK stages. And PvP, they're fine, but they're not top tier. They're like only you use them if you don't have better options to be running. And so that's kind of the thing. Obviously, no Dream Realm usage. Iron, though, is needed for some AFK stages. So, like, overall, Iron is the one who arguably maybe should be in the S tier. I'm gonna move him to the S tier. Almas not, because like nowadays you don't even need Almas. You use Theodore and Bahira comps. You don't, and Iron is needed though for some stages. But the question is it enough to put him in S tier? I'm gonna keep him in the S tier for right now, just to be a bit conservative. Zandrok is good for AFK stages. He works at one copy, and even better if he's built up. Corridon, Shakira, Mikola. So now we have a lot of basically Dream Realm heroes. I'm going to talk through all of them together. Corridon, Shakira, Mikola, Solis, Zany, Velka, Shadewing, Isabella, Coco, Kruger, and Nazarick. All of these heroes, these are all potentially Dream Realm heroes, and they all have some usage. I have put Nazarick pretty low because as of right now on the VN server, we haven't even seen Nazarick once yet. Maybe when we get some of his charms, maybe then he'll come online a bit. But for right now, I don't even know how meta Nazarick is going to be. Even Shadewing, Isabella, Velka, Corridon, they're all seeming more meta than Nazarick as of right now. But of course, we haven't seen the full boss rotation. Kruger, yeah, all of these are good Dream Realm heroes. That's why they're here. And all essential, basically staples to be building on your account. Solis, she'll have some AFK stage use, but she'll specialize in Dream Realm for pre-endless where you need survivability. And like without Solis, you are going to be losing out in score for some pre-endless bosses. So that's why we put her here. Thorin, Rowan, and Sonya also have some Dream Realm usage. Yeah, like Rowan also has PvP usage, but also Dream Realm usage. Rowan arguably could be a bit higher. Sonya and Thorin, they have some niche Dream Realm usage, mainly Thorin for King Croker, and that's it. Okay, now we are going to move down the tiers. So for the B tier, as you guys see over here, the B tier that we have. Now, we do have Floribel, and the reason we've put Floribel here is because she is going to synergize very well with Aurora. Like, and for AFK stages, also for Doom Scourge Dream Realm boss, you need to have Floribel built. But like, because it's very niche for right now, I've only kept her in the B tier. Lenya, she has a powerful Supreme Plus skill upgrade. She is a good damager for Necro Drake and boss pre-endless, same as Sinbad, basically. So that's why I've kept her here, because for pre-endless, Lenya may be in some best teams for Necro Drake and boss only. Sinbad, very niche as well now. He's kind of fallen off. There are a lot of better heroes for pre-endless Dream Realm, and specifically, and that was his role before. And like, that's really the problem. When you look at the A tier heroes, there are so many good heroes for pre-endless Dream Realm that like, it's really hard for heroes to have much like longevity in pre-endless. So that's the thing. Bonnie, very niche use in Dream Realm. She is actually doing well with Shade Ring though. So arguably I should move Bonnie up because she is doing well with Shade Ring right now. Okay, I'm gonna move Bonnie up to the A tier because she is slightly better now that Shade Ring is out because they have great synergy and Shade Ring is doing some good stuff in Dream Realm. So yeah, we can put her in the A tier. And overall, I mean, Bonnie's also pretty good for PvP. I think Bonnie does deserve to be in the A tier overall. So yeah, we'll just keep her around here in the A tier. Okay, Brian for AFK stages specifically, but he is needed for some AFK stages, but that's basically it. Lucy is kind of the same AFK stage. Damien is kind of not really, he's a PvP hero basically only, and even then he's kind of like falling out of the meta. Same with Tossie. They are fine and you can use them, but they're not necessarily the strongest options. That's why I have put them in the B tier. I'm not even putting them in the A tier with the other like PvP heroes like who are more top tier. Perseus is also a hero which arguably could be an A tier for PvP. He's a PvP basically exclusive hero. He has a lot of, he has value, definitely. However, I did keep it in the B tier to be a bit conservative. Merrily is for Ravage Realm. That's basically it. Faye, sometimes in Dream Realm, although this season, because Isabella has the Faye charms, probably it's just going to be Isabella stealing the show for Nocturne Judicator Dream Realm. Granny for Ravage Realm. Diurnal, not really great. He's a fine hyper carry, but not really top tier, so I didn't even put him in the A tier. Natsu, he's fine for PvP, nothing amazing. Igor, kind of the same. Igor, Nero, Citrana, they're all PvP heroes. They're all fine. However, I don't consider them to be, you know, top tier, and that's why I didn't put them in the A tier. I think Bonnie does probably belong here because she is kind of still top tier PvP, but I have been not favoring Bonnie as much anymore due to the fact that Mihira can like also like delay her landing her debuffs at the beginning of the battle. Sylvina can jump and stun her. So like, yeah, talking about Sylvina. Sylvina is good on offense for PvP. Talia can be good on offense for PvP. Talia potentially could also this season pop off in PvP. We'll have to wait and see, but she's mainly a PvP hero for right now. No other major usage. Okay, and now we have the really low tiers basically of heroes. This is just the bottom of the barrel basically. So C tier heroes, they're just not going to be that important. There are some very niche usages like Brutus in some AFK stages, like I guess Odie in battle drills, but no one really cares about that. Laios in Ravage Realm, but even, you know, everyone's gonna have him for free and that's good enough. Talia and Scarlita just out of the meta, they're not top tier in PvP, that's why I've kept them down here. It's arguable, like, I mean, Talia probably is good enough to be up here with, like, Nero, Citrana and stuff, and maybe even Scarlita as well. However, I don't know, it's just basically these heroes are not priorities and not even in the conversation when it comes to PvP. That's why I just kept them in C tier, but maybe B tier is a bit more suitable for them. And other heroes here, we have Pang, who is fine, but like nothing special, mainly PvP only. And then Walker, Persa, Viperon, just very almost never used heroes. And then D tier are the absolute worst heroes. Like basically every hero in D tier, I mean, Lorson maybe should be in C tier. Even though I never use Lorson, no one ever uses Lorson. Like, I mean, in PvP, he at least has some value, probably above these other heroes. But I don't even know, because basically the D tier heroes are just like, you don't want to use them for anything. Like, even players who have them upgraded, they don't use them in PvP, you don't use them in AFK stages, you don't use them in Dream Realm. So it's like, overall, just very, very lackluster heroes, and that's why they are in the D tier. And yeah, they're basically not even in the conversation when it comes to meta heroes and AFK Journey. So anyway, guys, let me know what you thought about this full, basically almost utility tier list of all of the heroes in AFK Journey currently. Let me know if you disagree with any of the placements, because of course, again, like I mentioned, it is going to be a bit on the subjective side. I tried to be as objective as possible, evaluating the overall utility across all game modes. However, of course, with so many heroes, there are going to be some mistakes, and heroes could be up or down a tier based on where they were. Like Bonnie, we did end up moving her up a tier, and we did move Scarlett Talia up a tier. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. That's gonna be it for this video. And if you think about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Firelight store. This is the best way you can support me and also gain 5% bonus dragon crystals on your purchase. My affiliate link is in the description of this video and a pinned comment, and you can actually bookmark this link in your browser, and whenever you're planning to make a purchase, just return to the bookmark link and make your purchase. It will support me and be greatly appreciated. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video, and until then, everyone, peace out for now.